Hello everyone, welcome to the Unacademy. Let's crack GATE ESE with India's largest online learning platform. Get the subscription now and start unlimited live access and the live classes from the Unacademy with the India's top academy. Okay, myself Ajay Das, I am MTech in Science. I have trained 20,000 plus Indian parents till now. I have worked as a freelancer in the many reputed institutes of India, and along with that, I have qualified the GATE exam 5 times and also Chhattisgarh State Electricity Board exam with AIR 8. Download the Unacademy Learning app now and start accessing the video lectures anywhere, anytime. So, what you will get? दोस्तों इन सब चीज़ों के बारे में हम लोग रोज़ बात करते हैं, है ना। अनअकैडमी का आप अगर सब्सक्रिप्शन लेते हो तो आपको क्या मिलने वाला है, लेकिन हम लोग इस बारे में कभी बात नहीं करते हैं कि आप सब्सक्रिप्शन लेने में इतना सोच क्यों रहे हो, है ना। वाई यू आर थिंकिंग अ लॉट अबाउट टेकिंग द सब्सक्रिप्शन। भाई मेरे, अगर आप दुनिया का कोई भी ऑनलाइन लर्निंग प्लेटफॉर्म को ज्वाइन करते हो तो फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल यू हैव टू नो what they are providing. This is the first thing. Second thing, whether they are promising anything, they are fulfilling that thing or not. बहुत लोग बहुत तरह की चीज़ें प्रॉमिस करते हैं और बोलते हैं कि भाई हम ये कर देंगे वो कर देंगे, लेकिन एट द एंड मोमेंट वो ऐसा कर नहीं पाते हैं, और जिस वजह से होता क्या है कि आपका जो फाइनल टारगेट है वो फुलफिल नहीं हो पाता है। So, my advice is just go to the unidirection and whatever you are listening with your friends in your Facebook, YouTube, or TV channel. Already you know this Unacademy has been famous all around the India, and now it is famousing out of the India also. So many students across the India wants to join the Unacademy. So my dear friend, the first thing you are going to have a daily live classes. So ये सभी को पता है कि आपको डेली लाइव क्लासेस मिलेगा, आपको प्रॉपरली लाइव क्लासेस अटेंड करना होगा। देखिए बहुत सारे बच्चों का रैंक क्यों नहीं आता है, द रीज़न बिहाइंड इज कि बच्चे कंसिस्टेंट होते ही नहीं है। बच्चों को लगता है कि अगर वो ऑफलाइन क्लासेस कर रहे हैं, वो जाते हैं इंस्टीट्यूट तक, तब उनकी पढ़ाई हो पाएगी। बट थिंक अबाउट दोज स्टूडेंट्स जहाँ पर कोचिंग अवेलेबल नहीं है, जैसे KNIT सुल्तानपुर, मिजोरम, आसाम, त्रिपुरा एंड एनी हिल एरियाज। तो बहुत ऐसे कॉलेजेस हैं जहाँ पर कोचिंग अवेलेबल है ही नहीं। क्या वो बच्चे रैंक नहीं लाते हैं? क्या पोस्ट लाते हैं? Those students previously used to study from the YouTube channel, taken the guideline from its guide, और इस तरह से कुछ करने के बाद सीनियर भी कुछ गाइड करते थे। इस तरह से कुछ करने के बाद वो बच्चे 1000 के अंदर तो कुछ बच्चे आ ही जाते हैं। और अब आपको, जब आप इस एरिया में बिलोंग कर रहे हो, अब आपको दुनिया का सबसे लार्जेस्ट ऑनलाइन लर्निंग प्लेटफॉर्म के टॉप एजुकेटर्स के एजुकेशंस मिल रहे हैं। नाउ यू कैन थिंक बियॉन्ड दैट, मे बी यू कैन प्रोड्यूस द रैंक विद इन AIR 10। सो माय डियर फ्रेंड्स, इसके लिए बस आपको 2 चीज़ें करनी है। आपको कंसिस्टेंट होना है, दूसरा आपको फोकस्ड होना है। आपको अपना सोच बनाना है कि आपकी सोच ही आपकी लाइफ को चेंज कर सकती है। सो स्टे कंसिस्टेंट, स्टे रेगुलर क्लासेस, एंड आपको एक यूनिक डायरेक्शन में ट्रैवर्स करना है, और वहाँ पर आपको ये सोचना है कि हाउ टू गेट द AIR विद इन 10। ये थिंकिंग जब तक नहीं होगी तब तक आपको कोई भी कैपेबल या उस रैंक पे नहीं पहुंच। आर यू गेटिंग माय पॉइंट? The second thing is the structured courses. Every subject has been planned in a well defined manner. Once you will complete the subject X, suppose you are from the electronics, you will complete the subject signal and system, your next subject network will start. So in this manner everything is has been planned in the proper manner. So now live test and quiz, what does it mean? भाई हम लोग जब स्टडी करते हैं तो सेल्फ इवोल्यूशन बहुत ज़रूरी है। अदरवाइज हम ये सोचते हैं कि हम तो आसमान में हैं। अगर हमसे कुछ गेट के क्वेश्चंस बन रहे हैं तो वी ऑलवेज यूज टू थिंक आई एम इन अ स्काई, बट ऐसा नहीं होता है। ऐसा क्यों नहीं होता है? क्योंकि हम लोग अपने आप को दूसरे के साथ रख कर करके कंपेयर नहीं करते। सो इन दिस प्लेटफॉर्म, after attending the live test and quizzes, you will be able to evaluate yourself, what is your position across the India. And the final thing is the unlimited access. Read the video lectures, study again and again until you get the knowledge. तब तक आप वीडियो लेक्चर्स को देखते रहो अगेन एंड अगेन, जब तक आपका कॉन्सेप्ट क्लियर नहीं हो जाता और आपसे प्रॉब्लम सॉल्व होना स्टार्ट नहीं होता है। तो यहाँ कोई बाउंडेशन नहीं है। फाइन, लर्न विद टॉप एजुकेटर। ऑफ कोर्स दिस इज द वेरी मेजर इशू कि बहुत सारे कोचिंग इंस्टीट्यूट्स तो पढ़ाते हैं, लेकिन उनके अंडर में, जिनके अंडर में आप गाइडलाइन लेने जा रहे हो, वो इंडियाज के टॉप एजुकेटर्स में से आते हैं या नहीं आते हैं। सो यू कैन सी the faculty from the electrical, electronics and from the civil, and similarly you can see the faculty from the mechanical and again mechanical and again electrical. It is not possible to accumulate all the faculty in this PPT. So these are the few examples. Of course, Kulkarni sir, who is known as the father of mechanical, is associated with the Unacademy. Sanchit Jain sir, who is also known as the best faculty for the computer science, he is also associated with the Unacademy. So इस तरह से काइट्रिस के जो बेस्ट टीचर हैं अंकित गोयल सर, वो भी Unacademy के साथ एसोसिएटेड है। So my dear friends, there is no compromise in quality. If there is no compromise in quality, तो how you can think आपके रिजल्ट्स में कोई कॉम्प्रोमाइज होने वाला है? So हमेशा आपको कंसिस्टेंट रहना पड़ेगा एंड यू हैव टू अटेंड ईच एंड एवरी लेक्चर्स। आर यू गेटिंग माय पॉइंट? सो व्हाट इज द कोर्स अवेलेबल अंडर द गेट एंड ESE? सो दीज आर द ब्रांच विच यू कैन चेक इट आउट: इलेक्ट्रॉनिक्स, केमिकल, CSIT, which we are talking about, again mechanical, electrical, civil, production, instrumentation. So these are the branch or the courses which are available inside the GATE ESE. So I know you are from the computer science background. If any of your friends belonging to the other branches, you can refer them. But before referring them, tell them to use the code IFA. So my dear friends, you can see these are the fee structure month wise. Okay, यहाँ पर 5,000 है, 12,500 है एंड 20,000 है। 6 month का 20,000 है, तो why not go for the 12 months? So once you will get the subscription of the 12 months, your final fees will become 25,000. अगर आप CS से हैं तो of course आपको पता है कि आप सिर्फ गेट दे सकते हो, ESE नहीं दे सकते हो। लेकिन आपके कोई फ्रेंड जो अदर ब्रांचेस से हैं, वो गेट ESE दोनों ऑप्ट कर सकते हैं इसी पर्टिकुलर फीस में। प्लीज माइंड इट, GATE and ESE, they can opt both the courses in the same fees. Again, if they will use my code IFA, they will get the final 10% discount on the subscription. Your final fees become 1,500. भाई लोग, अभी तक आपने अगर सब्सक्रिप्शन नहीं लिया है तो माय एडवाइस इज गो फॉर द सब्सक्रिप्शन। इतने मिनिमम फीस में, इतने अफोर्डेबल फीस में दुनिया का कोई भी इंस्टीट्यूट, चाहे वो दिल्ली का हो, कहीं का भी हो, ऑनलाइन हो, ऑफलाइन हो, इतने कम फीस में आपको कोई भी ट्रेन नहीं कर सकता है। सो ऑलरेडी यू हैव लर्न अबाउट द 12 month कोर्स. ऑफ कोर्स अगर आप गेट 2021 का प्रिपरेशन कर रहे हैं 2021, so I will suggest go for this. But if you are preparing for the gate 2012, please mind it, अगर आप गेट 2022 का प्रिपरेशन कर रहे हैं, if you are in a second year or the third year, must go for the 24 month, and the fee structure will be applicable as a 40,000, and it is not what it is showing. अगर आप मेरे कोड को यूज करते हैं, दैट इज द आईफा, तो फाइनल फीस विल बिकम 27,000. भाई साहब 2 साल का जो फी स्ट्रक्चर है वो आपका सीधा 27,000 हो जा रहा है, कोई नहीं देगा. इस बात को दिमाग में रख लो, कोई इतने कम फीस में आपको प्रिपेयर नहीं कर सकता है. सो माय डियर फ्रेंड्स, इफ यू आर in a second year or the third year and you are willing to prepare for the GATE 2022, my suggestion is go for the 24 month course and your final fees will become 27,000. ये सिर्फ कंप्यूटर साइंस के लिए नहीं है, ये मैकेनिकल सिविल किसी भी ब्रांचेज के लिए है. और दूसरे ब्रांचेज में तो गेट के साथ साथ ईएससी के भी प्रिपरेशन होते हैं. यू कैन रेफर योर फ्रेंड्स, यू कैन सजेस्ट योर फ्रेंड्स to go for the 22 and go for the 24-month course with this particular fees. Before leaving this session, I would like to say something. This code which is written over here, please mind it. This code is not applicable, is not only applicable for the GATE and ESE. अगर आप UGC नेट का प्रिपरेशन कर रहे हैं तो भी आप यूज कर सकते हैं. अगर आपके कोई कजन ब्रदर है जो IIT जेई का प्रिपरेशन कर रहे हैं वो भी यूज कर सकते हैं. कोई अगर मेडिकल का तैयारी कर रहा है मीन्स नीट का, वो भी यूज कर सकता है. अगर कोई SSC जेई का तैयारी कर रहा है वो भी यूज कर सकता है. अगर कोई बैंकिंग का तैयारी कर रहा है वो भी यूज कर सकता है. और अगर कोई सिविल सर्विसेज UPSC का तैयारी कर रहा है वो भी यूज कर सकता है. So for all kind of courses which is available inside the Unacademy platform, all those candidates can use this particular code which is the name IFA, All India Engineering Faculty Association. So इस कोड को यूज कर सकता है and they will flat get the 10% discount. For more you can contact me. I hope you have a number. साइक्लिक अप्रोच, मैं बार बार इसी बात को दोहराता रहता हूं, साइक्लिक अप्रोच. व्हाट डज इट मीन? देखिए, अल्टीमेटली हमारा टारगेट क्या होता है किसी भी कॉम्पिटिटिव एग्जाम के लिए, लाइक वी आर प्रिपेयरिंग फॉर द गेट. अल्टीमेटली हमारा टारगेट होता है न्यूमेरिकल को सॉल्व करना. तो क्या आपके पास न्यूमेरिकल्स को सॉल्व करने का कैपेबिलिटी है? अगर आप लैक कर रहे हो तो उसका 2 रीजन है. वन इज नॉट अंडरस्टैंडिंग द प्रॉब्लम, आप प्रॉब्लम को समझ नहीं पा रहे. एंड सेकेंड वन इज यू डू नॉट हैव सफिशिएंट कॉन्सेप्ट टू अटैक द प्रॉब्लम. आर यू गेटिंग माय पॉइंट? पहला, आप क्वेश्चंस को प्रॉपरली नहीं समझ पा रहे हो. इसका 90% केसेस में रीजन ये होता है कि क्वेश्चंस को आप पूरा रीड नहीं कर रहे हो. After reading some of the lines, you evaluated something and you started solving the problem. But अगर आपको क्वेश्चन समझ में भी आ जाते हैं तो सेकंड चीज ये अराइज होता है कि आपके पास उस कॉन्सेप्ट को सॉल्व करने के लिए, उस प्रॉब्लम को सॉल्व करने के लिए कॉन्सेप्ट है या नहीं है. तो इन दिस सेशन वी विल फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल ट्राई टू एनालाइज द प्रॉब्लम, देन वी विल कम टू द कॉन्सेप्ट. We will learn all the basic concept and again we will move back and we will solve that particular problem. And that's why I have given the name cyclic approach. Now, in a computer network, my today topic is flow control protocol. So my dear friends, first of all, let's try to understand what we are going to study inside this. There are 2 different things. One is stop and wait ARQ protocol, and the second one is sliding window. Sliding window. So again, inside the sliding window, you have a two different kind of protocol. One is the go back, and in the short form, we basically represent GBN. That is the go back end. And second one is the selective. Okay, in the short form, we basically represent the SR. So already, if you want to learn anything about the go back and selective repeat, sliding window, and stop and wait protocol, you can visit to my all previous lectures. In this session, I will give you a brief revision of all the things. Please try to understand. See, in stop and wait protocol, stop and wait, this is the first one. What is the network utilization? This is nothing but the network utilization. The network utilization is written by TF upon TF plus 2TP plus T of. Got it? So the network utilization is, here we are considering the transmission time of the acknowledgement. Please try to understand each and every parameter. Here TF means transmission time of the frame. TF means transmission time of frame. Here basically F represents frame. Transmission of time of the frame is L by R, where L means this is the frame length. I am giving you a brief revision. R is the data rate, and sometimes we call the bandwidth. Band. Got it? What is the meaning of TP? TP means propagation delay. P means basically propagation delay. You can say, or you can say the time, propagation time. And the propagation time depends upon the distance between two nodes as well as the speed of signal. So this is the distance by, this means distance between two nodes divided by speed of signal. Speed of signal. And the final thing is T of ACK. It basically means transmission time of acknowledgement. ACK means acknowledgement. Okay, the transmission time of acknowledgement will be L of ACK, that is the size of frame, divided by bandwidth of receiver. Of course, here the bandwidth, this is the, who will transmit the frame? Sender. So this is with respect to the sender, and this is with respect to the receiver, because always the receiver will send the acknowledgement packet. Now since we know the utilization is TF upon TF plus T of ACK. Now assume size of acknowledgement is very small, very small. L of ACK is tending to 0. So in this situation, what will happen? T of ACK will also tend to 0 because T of ACK is equal to L of ACK divided by R. So in this situation, the network utilization will become TF upon TF plus. So in most of the GATE questions, they will give you the transmission time of the acknowledgement is negligible. If the transmission time of the acknowledgement is negligible, in that situation you can write this particular formula. Are you getting my point? So remember this formula because it will help you out to solve all the numerical. Now we are talking about the throughput. What is the meaning of throughput? Number of bits transmitted per unit time. Per unit. Of course, this will be calculated into the BPS. BPS means bit per second. So, in stop and wait, if you will try to talk in stop and wait, what will be the throughput over here? The throughput will become number of bits. What is the size of frame? L bits divided by total time. That is the per unit time. Become F plus 2 dB. If we are considering T of ACK tending to 0. So you can write the same thing in this manner. L divided by R into R divided by F plus. So what is the L by R? Already you know F is equal to L by R. My dear friends, here the L by R will become TF divided by TF plus into R. And what is the entire meaning is, this is the network utilization into, okay. So finally, what we can write about the throughput? Throughput, which is sometimes known as effective data rate. In some question you will find this is nothing but a effective data rate. Are you getting my point? So finally it will become L by F plus, or you can write eta into, this will become final formula for the, so eta is the network utilization. This is nothing but this is the network utilization. Of course, the network utilization depends upon the number of frames transmitted. So ultimately, the value of eta lies between 0 to, means the network utilization. If you are sending nothing, then the network utilization will become 0%. And if you are transmitting the frame with the size of network, then it will be 100% utilization. Take an example. Suppose this is a sender and this one is the receiver, and sender is sending nothing. So in this situation, the value of eta will become 0%. And if this is the sender and this one is the receiver, and if the sender is sending a frame of size this, so in this situation, entire network is allocated by bits. Entire network is packed. So you can say eta is equal to, So in this situation, the network utilization is 100%. Are you getting my point? So ultimately, the throughput is nothing but this is the effective data rate which you can return in the form of R effective, because the calculation is coming out to be in a bit per second, and throughput, or you can say that data rate, is also measured in a bit per second. What we are concluding from here, if the network is utilized with its 100%, in that situation the throughput is equivalent to the actual data rate. This one is nothing but the actual data rate, or you can say the actual bandwidth. So if the value of eta, that is nothing but a network utilization, is 100%, then throughput is equivalent to the actual data rate. And if the value of eta lies between 0 to 1, then it will depends upon the value of eta. So ultimately what we can conclude over here, just note it down. This can be asked in a theoretical type question. The network utilization depends upon depends on value of value, the network utilization we have to write the throughput depends upon the value of network utilization. Got it? So please note it down, because this kind of questions can be asked in a theoretical type questions. Finally, we have come to know about the network utilization in case of stop and wait. My dear friends, in case of stop and wait, what is the meaning of stop and wait? Please try to understand. Stop and wait means send a frame, stop, and wait for acknowledgement. So what we are doing over here, we are sending a frame and then the sender will stop and it will wait for the acknowledgement, and that's why the name was given as stop and wait. Are you getting my point? So what is happening over here? Suppose this is the sender and this is the receiver, and this is the distance between sender and receiver. Sender will send a frame and stop and wait for the acknowledgement, and once the acknowledgement will reach, sender will again send a next frame. Suppose it is sending a frame f0 and it is receiving acknowledgement of ACK1. So again it will send a frame f1, and again in this manner it will go. So ultimately, what will be the sender window size? Sender window size will become 1 in case of stop and wait. Why I am saying this? Because we are sending only one frame. And after receiving the acknowledgement, the sender is sending the another frame. So at a time, the sender is sending only one frame, so the sender window size will become 1. The similar concept we will apply in case of sliding window protocol. Sliding window So in case of sliding window protocols, what the sender will do, the sender will try to transmit more number of frame so that he can or it can utilize the network in its full efficient manner. So my dear friends, In case of stop and wait, n is equal to 1. It is TF upon TF plus TP. This derivation I am writing in case of stop and wait. Stop and what does it mean? Here the value of n is nothing but window size. Window size. So in case of stop and wait protocol, the center window size is what? 1. The center window size is 1. So for the single window size, network utilization is this. So for the n window size, what will be the network utilization? That's what we are trying to calculate. Suppose the price of one pen is 5 rupees. So what will be the price of 10 pen? It will become 5 into 10 is equal to 50. Same thing we will apply over here in case of sliding window protocol. So for window size which is indicated by n is equal to small n. Suppose we are considering, okay. So the window size n, or you can take the capital N, not a problem. This is the syntax. So the window size n in sliding window, in sliding, what will be the network utilization? So the network utilization for the n is equal to n will become, if the price of, if the window size 1 network utilization is this, then for n it will become n into TF upon TF plus, again my dear friends, all the time we are assuming the size of acknowledgement is very small. So ultimately this will become the network utilization for sliding window. For which sliding window? Are you getting my point? So let's try to analyze the next thing. For the window size n, the network utilization is n into TF upon TF plus, we are assuming T of ACK is tending to 0. If the size of acknowledgement is given, then we will add over here, and this is the network utilization in case of sliding window protocol. So the question number first, what the gate can ask the question from this particular topic. What is the maximum window size? First, what is the maximum window size? So my dear friends, when you will get the maximum window size, when you will get the maximum window size, please try to understand. If I am trying to solve this particular problem, okay, if network utilization is almost what? Almost 100%. Means if the value of eta is equivalent to 1. So in this situation the network utilization will be maximum. So what you can write, 1 is equal to n into TF divided by TF plus, this implies n is equal to TF plus TP divided by T. So n is what over here? N is the window size. N is the window size. Got it? So it will become the maximum window size. This is the derivation for the maximum window size. maximum window size. Are you getting my point? So, in case of sliding window protocol, basically what happened, if the window size is n, then what the sender will do, the sender will transmit each and every frame one by one, yes or no. So if sender is sending each and every frame one by one, suppose sender is, the window size of the sender is 20, what the sender will do, the sender will send starting from the 1 up to the 20 each and every frame one by one. Now what will happen if a particular frame has been lost? How the sender will recognize which frame has been lost? So in this situation, to find out which frame has been lost, the sender mark each frame by unique number, by unique, to recognize the lost, to recognize the lost. And for that reason we basically use the sequence number filter, sequence number filter, which is of m bits, of m. So just assume, if I'm taking an example, suppose if sender wants to send 20 frames, 20 frames. So what the sender has to do, it has to mark each and every frame by unique number, and to mark the 20 frame by the unique number, how many bits the sender will require? Number of bits to mark each frame भाई 20 बिट्स को 20 फ्रेम को मार्क करने के लिए कितना बिट चाहिए? मिनिमम, मैक्सिमम का कोई लिमिटेशन नहीं है, आप 6 भी ले सकते हो, 7 भी, 8 भी, और एनीथिंग, बट आउट ऑफ विच व्हाट इज द मिनिमम नंबर ऑफ बिट्स required to mark each and every frame, that is the 5 bits. This is the minimum number of. So the gate will never ask what will be the number of frames the sender will require to mark the frame. He will always ask what will be the minimum number of frames to mark each and every frame. That will become 5. Are you getting my point? And how you can mark? You can start with the 0 and you can go to the 2 to the power 5 minus 1. So the range will become 0 to 41. To mark how many frames? And how you will calculate this? How you will calculate this? Please try to understand. See, for eta is equal to 100% in case of sliding window. Case of sliding window, it is equal to 100%. What is the number of frames, or what is the window size? This is the TF plus TP divided by TF. Yes or no? just before we have calculated this, and now we want, this is the window size, this is the window size. Now we want to calculate the total number of sequence number bit to represent each and every frame uniquely. So suppose we are assuming the value of n is 20. Okay, total, or you can say the minimum number of bits, because there is no limitation in maximum. So the minimum number of bits to mark, or you can say the represent, because in the GATE question they basically ask the represent sequence number field. Sequence number field is equal to log of n on the base 2 upper. So take this example. If we are considering the value of log n, if we are considering the value of n is equal to 20, so it will become log of 20 on the base 2 telling value, it will become 5. Of course, this is the minimum number of bits. So in this manner, you can easily find out what will be the minimum number of bits required to mark the sequence number bit. Got it? Now, what I have told you, inside the sliding window protocol, there are two different kind of protocols. Inside a sliding window protocol, we basically study two different kind of protocols. One is the GBN, that is the go back N, and the second one is the selective repeat. Second one is the selective repeat protocol. So let's try to analyze what happened in case of GBN. See guys, in case of GBN, the sender window size is always less than 2 to the power m, and the receiver window size is always 1. What does it mean? RW means sender window size, and RW means receiver window size. So again, this is the matter of discussion, why we are considering the sender window size this, and why we are considering the receiver window size this. Again, this is the matter of discussion, and this is the long matter of discussion. Are you getting my point? So for the time being, I am not going to discuss these particular things, but if the sender window size, which is represented by n, is less than 2 to the power m, take the log on both sides. So what will become? Log of n less than m. This implies m is equal to log of n on the base 2 selling. My dear friends, here the question is why I have written this, and this is the minimum value. Always remember, this is the minimum. But my question is why I have written, whenever I have taken the selling value over here, why I have written the equal to. Please try to analyze these things with the help of example. Suppose if n is equal to 20, what I have said, m is greater than log of n on the base 2. Okay, now m is greater than, what is the value of n? consider the 20 on the base 2. Value of n will be greater than log of 20 on the base 2. What will the value of this particular value? So this is the 4.4. So m is greater than 4.4 and m is the sequence number bit. What is the m over here? M is the sequence number bits, which is always in the form of integer. Okay, which is always in the form of integer. So if you will calculate the value of m greater than 4.4, the value of n can be equal to 4, 5, 6, 7 and so on. But out of this, which one is the minimum? Sorry, this one is the 5, 6, 7, 8 and so on. Out of which one is the minimum? This one is the minimum value. Got it? So that's why I'm writing m is equal to log of n selling value. Because always the gate will ask what will be the minimum number of bits to represent the sequence number field. They will never ask about the maximum, because for the maximum there is no limitation. Clear? Now come to the next part, the selective. In case of selective repeat, the sender window size is equal to, or you can say is less than equal to 2 to the power m minus 1, and the receiver window size is also less than equal to the power m minus 1. And the second criteria is sender window size is equal to receiver window size. Are you getting my point? All of you. So the sender window size should be less than equal to 2 to the power m minus 1 and the receiver window size less than equal to 2 to the power m minus 1, and both should be equivalent. So since sender window size is less than equal to the power m minus 1, so you can write window size can be represented by n less than equal to 2 to the power m minus 1. So take log on both sides. So log of n on the base 2 is less than equal to m minus 1. So m minus 1, suppose this is the value x. So what we have written, x is greater than equal to log of n on the base 2. So once you will remove the greater than symbol, what will happen? X will become log of n on the base 2 selling value, like the previous things. So replace the value of x. M minus 1 is equal to log of n on the base 2 selling value. Ultimately m will become equal to log of n on the base 2 selling value plus. So what we are finding over here, sequence number bit in case of selective repeat protocol will become this. So you have to remember these two things. In case of selective repeat protocol, the sequence number field is log of n selling value plus 1, and this is the simply log of n selling value. So if you remember this particular formula, you can easily solve each and every question related with the GATE exam. So my dear friends, I am asking you a very simple question. Which of the following should not be pair of sender and receiver window size. Receiver window size if m is equal to, got it? What is the value of, what is the meaning of m? This is the sequence number. The option is given as 66. Option B is given as 1. Option C is given as 99. Option D is given as 8. So if the sequence number bit is given as 4 and here also given, assume SR protocol is used. So in case of SR, that means selective repeat protocol, what is the sender window size? The sender window size is always less than equal to 2 for m minus 1. This implies sender window size is less than equal to the power 4 minus 1. This implies the sender window size is less than equal to, so the sender, and again we know the sender window size is always equal to the receiver window size. Already we know this. Okay, the previous derivation, if you will try to understand, already I have written this, that the sender window size is always equal to receiver window size. So in this manner, if you will try to equate, the center window size is less than equal to 8, means these are the window size which is possible. These are the window size which is, are you getting my point? 5 and 5, 4 and 4, 10, 3, and 2 and 2, and 1 and 1. So these are the window size which is possible. Which is, of course, you cannot choose 0 and 0. You cannot choose this, because the meaning of the 0 window size is nothing. It simply implies the network utilization is 0. So ultimately, what will be your right answer? Your right answer will become C, because this is the window size which is not possible with the sequence number bit 4 in selective repeat protocol. Are you getting my point? All of you. So this will become the final. Now, what the second type of questions can be asked? I'm giving you a very simple question. Okay. If m is equal to 3 bits, what is the sequence number bits? What is the sequence number? Sorry, not a bits. What is the sequence number of 100, or you can say, so my dear friends, with the 3-bit sequence number field, with the m is equal to 3 bits, I am giving you a solution. With the m is equal to 3 bits, what is the number by which you can mark the frame? This is the 0 to 7. So every time we will mark the frame 0 to 7, 0 to 7, 0 to 7, and so on. If you want to find out the sequence number of 100th frame, so what we will do, we will divide the 100, 0 to 7 means 8, so we will divide 100 by 8, so 8 1 ja 8, 2 0. 8 to the 16. It will become 4. So up to from here we can easily analyze up to 96 frame will be marked from 0 to 7, 0 to 7 and 0 to 7. And there are 4 different frames left. This is the number of frames which is left. So how many frames are there? The number of frames are 1, 2, 3, 4. Of course, this is the 97th frame. This is the 98th frame. This is the 99th frame. And this is the 100th. So here we can mark the 97th frame by the sequence number 0. This will be the 1, this will be the 2, and this will be the 3. So what will be the sequence number of this particular frame? Of course, you have to put the numeric answer. So it will become, got it? It will become 3. The right answer of these particular questions will become. So in this manner, any kind of questions can be asked from the flow control protocol. So if you are dealing with the subject flow control protocol, there are you can say the 4 different topics. One is the stop and wait. One is the sliding window protocol. Inside the sliding window protocol, we have 2 different situations. One is the go back and the second one is the selective repeat. So in a go back and selective repeat, there is a difference of only sequence number bits taken. In case of go back and the sequence number bit is equal to the floor value log of n on the base 2. In case of selective repeat protocol, the sequence number bits is equal to floor value log of n plus 1 outside. Okay, so these are the difference. So my dear friends, if you are liking my video, then please hit the bell icon button and subscribe the channel and put your valuable comments. Again, before leaving the session, I'm telling you, use my code IFA and get the flat 10% discount. And this particular code is not only applicable for the GATE ESE. अगर आपके फ्रेंड सर्कल में, कजन ब्रदर में, रिलेटिव में, आस पास में कोई भी बंदा अगर किसी भी तरह का प्रिपरेशन कर रहा है किसी भी कोर्सेज का और वो अवेलेबल है अनअकैडमी प्लेटफॉर्म पे, he or she can use my code IFA and will get the flat 10% discount. Are you getting my point or not, all of you? So my dear friends, before leaving the session, let me explain the same thing once again because ये आपके जहन में होना चाहिए. आप इस कोड को यूज करेंगे और आपको 10% का डिस्काउंट मिलेगा. आपको ही नहीं, हर एक वो स्टूडेंट को जो अनअकैडमी के कोर्सेज को ऑप्ट कर रहा है, ठीक है ना, किसी भी तरह का कोर्सेज, यू विल गेट द फ्लैट 10% डिस्काउंट. नाउ प्रेस bell icon button to get the notification of all my upcoming video lectures. So please remember, don't forget to press the bell icon button to get the notification. Again, क्योंकि भाई बहुत important है, subscribe. You have to subscribe this particular channel if you want to access all the video lectures and you want to help your friends to prepare for the GATE and ESE. So must subscribe this channel and put your valuable comments in the YouTube because your comments will inspire the many or millions of engineering students to come and join to this particular platform. Now, you can join our Telegram so that you can see how many students are looking for or eager with the Unacademy. So thank you everyone. Good night. Take care. Again, we will meet on tomorrow at the same time, 11 p.m. with the subject computer network. Bye. Take care.